chasing. I get it behind it, trying to play. You don't know what I'm feeling. Oh, what I'm thinking, you can't try this. Yeah, I've been calling on telling my whole time, they get hard. I can't believe I'm boy, y'all don't need my mama. But Lord knows I need your love, but I don't need no comments. I'm feeling like I'm going on, my papa getting old. And once he gone, I'm on my own right now, all alone. I pray they grow, keep me strong, even leave my home. My breast, even blessed up down, I just won't be gone. My son straight, my money long. Tell me what you feeling. I hope that I can help you out, my youngest in that no. I pray that y'all gon' make it out, you coming around. And I don't even like my son. Listen right here, dedicated to the black woman. And take all black women. So y'all introspect yourself. You don't know who you are in the first place. This is not a common story. All white people. That's what's on. I'm quite stable in the black people. Aside from all the relations caused by interest, the way I'm going to just talk about the respect I feel how also this conversation companionship on the ground and common sense that no such thing as coincidence. You find it here and the between your will. So time, okay? I waited today. Hello, what's coming to the go sounds like even if I'm calling today. What the time I think I stay. What did I mean? That's the little joke I can skin. You won't go welcome. But the inside fear just be there. Times when you me, those limitations. I'm going to argue with obligations. Quality, honesty, independence.
Moments away from starting the second portion of our doubleheader this afternoon. Edward Waters and Weber International meet in men's basketball action. Starters for this afternoon's contest for Weber: Eddie Davis, Laurel Natana, Jalen Miles, Rasheem Etienne, Herman Robinson. For Edward Waters, Maurice Johnson, Chandler Foyt, Robert Thomas III, Knowledge Darby, and Khalil Brown. Opening tap goes to the visitors from Babson Park. Weber International coming in 5-6 on the year, 2-3 in Sun Conference play. EWC, this is their season opener this afternoon. Tigers breaking out the new white Nike uniforms. First shot for Weber is no good. The three-point attempt for Rasheem Etienne goes out of bounds. The ball goes over to the Tigers of EWC. Robert Thomas III getting set to inbound here. Here comes Thomas with the head of steam. He gets across the timeline to slow things down. The second team Black College Sports Network All-American with the ball now for EWC. On the right side now to Knowledge Darby. Darby tries a three. No good. Rebound taken by Chandler Foyt. No. Foyt back to Thomas. Thomas back to Foyt. He'll try a three. That's in and out. No good. Darby had the ball taken away. Here's Weber International with it now. Here's Jalen Miles with it now. Down the floor, coast to coast, lays it in. 2-0 Weber. Here's Foyt. His shot's blocked by Laurel Natana. Ball goes out of bounds. Stays with EWC. Breakneck speed on both sides here between these two squads. Weber International with the 2-0 lead just underway here at the Adams Jacobs Complex. Ball kicked on the inbound pass to Herman Robinson. EWC will keep possession. Thomas with it now, getting set to inbound here for the Tigers. Inbounds to Johnson. Johnson, right block to Darby. Darby in the lane. He traveled. First turnover of the afternoon for the Tigers of EWC. Just underway here in Jacksonville, 2-0 Weber with the lead. Gabriel Rutledge in his first season at the helm of the Weber International men's basketball program. Fred Summers in season number 3 here in Jacksonville. Rasheem Etienne with it now, gets it over to Herman Robinson. Robinson on the right side, gets it over. In the lane, this is Davis with it now. Davis down the baseline, shot no good. Strong rebound by Maurice Johnson. Johnson down the floor, over to Khalil Brown. Brown, teardrop is good. Khalil Brown on the right baseline with a teardrop. Ties the contest at 2. The transfer from East Point, Georgia, and what do we have? We have got an injury as the Jacksonville native Laurel Natana favoring one of his ankles. He'll come off the floor. Natana transfer from Florida State College at Jacksonville, playing under former Edward Waters men's basketball head coach Frank Brunell in that program there. 2-2 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. In the lane, turnaround shot off the back of the iron. No good. Rebound for Darby. One hand pass down the floor to Khalil Brown. Brown in the lane. Brown's right hand layup is no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it back up in, and the foul. Khalil Brown gets the hoop and the harm. Tigers take their first lead of the afternoon as that foul goes against Chris Gettert. For Gettert just subbing into the game, his first personal. First team foul against Weber. Brown's first free throw is no good. Rebound taken by Weber International and Rasheem Etienne. Gets up to Herman Robinson. Robinson across the timeline. 4-2 our score. 18 minutes left to go here in this first half. Top of the key to Gettert. Gettert over here to Etienne. Etienne on the left side now. Harassed by Robert Thomas III. Gets it over to Jalen Miles. Miles, the leading scorer for this Warriors outfit. Over to Davis. Davis will try a three. It's no good. Rebound taken by Knowledge Darby. Darby gets it over to the floor general, Robert Thomas III. Thomas, Johnson, top of the key, three. Bang! First shot of the season for Johnson. It goes down. It's a 3-ball, and the Tigers lead 7-2. Herman Robinson with it now for the Warriors. Jalen Miles with it now. Miles down on the right side now. Pulls it out. Calls for a screen. Nice hedge there by Johnson. Thought about a 3-11 on the shot clock. In the lane, layup good for Eddie Davis. Davis with the layup and in. 7-4, Edward Waters the lead. In the lane, ball tipped out of bounds. Nice defense there by Gettert. To break up that play, Tigers will have it. right in front of the Weber bench. 17:04 left to go first half. Tigers on top 7-4. Inbounds to Darby. Darby to Johnson. Johnson. Thomas. Thomas top of the key to Foytno. Foytno tries the three. It's off the back of the iron, no good. Davis with the long rebound. Outlets it to Robinson. Robinson in the front court. Over in the corner to ATN. ATN on the right side. Back up to Robinson. Robinson back to ATN. 14 on the shot clock. Double team now. Ball taken away by Khalil Brown. Tigers with a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Brown, handoff. Alley-oop to Maurice Johnson goes in. Thomas to Johnson. Tigers lead 9-4. Here's Robinson with it now. Robinson top of the key. Guarded closely by Darby. Over to Brown. Check that. Over to Miles, guarded by Brown. Right baseline, too high off the top of the backboard. No good. Outlet pass to Khalil Brown. Brown on the run. Brown pulls up. 4-2. It's in and out, no good. Darby with the rebound. They're going to call an over-the-back foul. So they'll call the over-the-back foul on Knowledge Darby, the 6'8 senior from Brooklyn, New York, the transfer from Langston University. Called for his first foul, first team foul against Edward Waters. Here's a three, and three goes down. Check that. That foul was actually against Weber International. Chandler Foytno gets the three. That previous foul was actually against Rasheem ATN for ATN, his first personal. And Edward Waters extends the lead to 12-4, and head coach Gabriel Rutledge calls a timeout. 15:52 remaining first half. Edward Waters with a hot start, 12-4 our score. We'll take a break, come back with more men's basketball action after this. You're on the EWC Sports Network. Quick timeout for Gabriel Rutledge, a 30-second timeout. Tigers leading 12-4, 15:52 to go here in this first half of play. Joshua Jackson, Paul Bryant Jr. on the controls. Our camera here at the Adams Jenkins Complex. Opening contest of the season for the men in white this afternoon. Over on the right side, this is ATN. ATN up to Gettert, and he traveled. Maurice Johnson set the trigger in front of the Edward Waters bench. A lot of energy from Edward Waters, 12-4 our score. Cross-court inbound pass to Foytno. Foytno gets it to his captain counterpart there, or in Robert Thomas III. Thomas with it now for EWC across the timeline. Thomas, strong move in the lane. Hands off to Khalil Brown. Ball goes off of his hands, out of bounds, over to Weber International. 15:22 left to go here, first half. Edward Waters 12, Weber 4. Robinson with it. Hands off to ATN. ATN to Davis. Davis to Miles. Miles on the left side, guarded by Khalil Brown for Edward Waters. 14 on the shot clock. 13 and 12. Miles with it now. Ball had it knocked away. 9 seconds now. What do we have? A foul against Khalil Brown. Foul goes against the transfer from Southern Crescent Technical College. Khalil Brown. His first personal. First team foul against EWC. 15 minutes exactly remaining until halftime. 12-4. Tigers with the lead. Top of the key. Works around the screen. This is Robinson with it now for Weber International. 13 on the shot clock. Begins to drive. Kicks it over right side to Miles. Miles pulls up free throw line 2. Back of the iron, no good. Skies gets the rebound. That's Maurice Johnson with it. Johnson across the timeline. Johnson, right side, harassed by Miles. Gets it to Darby. Darby into Brown. Brown's layup is good. Great ball movement by Edward Waters. 10-point advantage for EWC. 14-4 our score. Robinson over to Miles. Miles, 18 on the shot clock to Gettert. Gettert to ATN. Down the lane, had it taken away by Knowledge Darby, but ATN will get it back. New shot clock for Weber International. In the lane, layup is good. Jalen Miles with the layup. 14 minutes exactly left to go. 14-6 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Maurice Johnson top of the key. Johnson, he'll try another three. It's good. 2 for 2 from behind the land of plenty for Maurice Johnson. And the Gulf Coast Athletic Conference preseason all-conference player gives the Tigers an 11-point advantage. ATN with it back to Gettert. Gettert in the lane. Gettert high off the glass and in. Chris Gettert with the layup for the Warriors. The Hollywood, Florida native brings the Warriors to within 9 at 17-8 with 13:22 left to go here until halftime. Robert Thomas III with it now. Up to Darby. Darby to Johnson. Johnson on the left block. Great move. Turn around. Layup is good. 8 points for Maurice Johnson. Or check that, 10 points for Maurice Johnson. 13:04 left to go first half. 19-8 Edward Waters with the lead. Miles with it. Team ATN gets it over to Chris Gettert. Gettert on the left elbow. Hands off to ATN. ATN in the lane. Bounce pass to Gettert. Gettert's layup is rimming and good. Chris Gettert with the layup, his 4th points on the afternoon. 19-10 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Across to Foytno with it. The Dayton, Ohio native. Looking to pass it off, and the ball goes out of bounds off of ATN's arms. And Edward Waters will have possession. Josh Green, Bryant Nolan Jr., and John Arnold III check in for Edward Waters. Tigers have the ball. They'll inbound here on this right side. As we see it. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Tigers on top 19-10. Over to Green. Talladega College transfer with it now. Kicks it over. John Arnold III. 8 seconds on the shot clock now. 7-6. 5-4. Ryan Nolan Jr. with it now. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Nolan with a strong move. Back of the iron, no good. Ball chased down, taken by ATN. Warriors will run it down. Across the timeline. Comes to the left side. Hands off to Deontay Green. Gets it over to Miles. Miles to George Davey. Back to Gettert. Gettert begins to drive. In the lane. Kicks it out to Miles. Miles will try a wide open three. It's good. Jalen Miles for three. 19-13. Our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Arnold with it now for the Tigers of EWC. Left side. Down the lane. Hands off to Bryant Nolan. Nolan traveled. 11:35 left to go until halftime. Weber trying to get some momentum. 19-13. Edward Waters with the lead. Joshua Jackson here with you from the Adams Jenkins Community Sports and Music Complex on the campus of Edward Waters College here in Jacksonville. Across the timeline is Rasheem ATN. And we've got a foul called against Edward Waters. See who this one goes against. It'll actually go against Khalil Brown for Brown, his second personal, second team foul against the purple and orange. DeJuan Taylor Hodge checks in for Edward Waters, another transfer, the 6'4 senior from Leesburg, Florida. He's a transfer from Southeastern University. Warriors set to inbound in. Inbound to ATN. ATN gets it over to Miles. Miles in the lane. Turnaround shot, no good. Getter's tip, no good. Rebound taken by Taylor Hodge. Outlet pass to Josh Green. Green in the front court for Edward Waters will slow things down. Green gets it over to Arnold. Arnold to Johnson. Johnson left side three. It's no good. Rebound taken by Davey for Weber International. Gets it over to Miles. Miles across the timeline. Miles on the left side. We have got a foul called against Edward Waters. This will go against DeJuan Taylor Hodge. Taylor Hodge, his first personal, third team foul, against Edward Waters. 11 minutes left to go first half. Tigers leading 19-13. Miles with it. On the left side, Miles pulls up for two. It's good. Jalen Miles with his 9th point of the afternoon, and it's a 19-15 contest. Edward Waters with the lead. Led by as much as 11 here, but Weber cuts into the lead, and a blocking foul called against Weber International. Rasheem ATN called for the foul. ATN, his second personal. 3rd team foul. Tigers will get set to inbound as Herman Robinson checks back in for Weber International. Inbound to Bryant Nolan Jr. Over to Maurice Johnson. Johnson to Green. Green right side. Green top of the key to Taylor Hodge. To Johnson. Johnson in the lane to Nolan. Nolan had it tipped away. And here comes Chris Geddert for Weber International. Weber down the lane. It's blocked away by Maurice Johnson. And here's Brian Nolan. Out pass to John Arnold. Behind the back. Layup is good. Josh Green with the layup. Behind the back pass from John Arnold. He'll get the assist. It's 21-15. Our score, Edward Waters with the lead. 10 minutes, approaching 10 minutes left to go here in this first half. Green with it now. Over to Davey. Davey to Geddert. Geddert in the lane, spin move. He puts the ball up, no good. A foul will get called against Bryant Nolan. Or check that, will go against John Arnold III. For Arnold, his first personal. Fourth team foul against Edward Waters. The sophomore from Hollywood, Florida, and Chris Geddert will go to the line for 2 free throws. Geddert with 4 points this afternoon off of the bench. First free throw for Geddert. Rims in and out. Knowledge Darby checks back in for Edward Waters. Second free throw due here for Geddert. It's no good. An 0 for 2 trip here for Weber International. Green over to Arnold. Arnold on the left side. Arnold harassed by Robinson. In the lane to Darby. Darby shot it no good. Johnson gets the rebound. It's no good. Rebound taken by Jalen Miles. Miles down the floor. Miles in the lane. Layup is got blocked away by DeJuan Taylor Hodge. Down the floor. Maurice Johnson goes up and lays it in. Maurice Johnson lays it in. 12 points on the afternoon for the Birmingham, Alabama senior. And it's 23-15, Edward Waters. Right side. Deontay Green over to George Davey. Back over to Jalen Miles. Miles will try another 3. It's no good off the front of the iron. Rebound taken by John Arnold III for Edward Waters. Down the floor come Tigers. Over to Darby. Darby to Johnson. Johnson will try another 3. It's good. 15 points on the first half for Maurice Johnson. And the Tigers extend the advantage back to 11 at 26-15. Down the floor comes Weber International. Herman Robinson with it now for the Warriors. On the left side now over to Jalen Miles. Miles left block to Geddert. Geddert turns around, blocked away by Knowledge Darby. Outlet pass to John Arnold for Edward Waters. Tigers on the run. Up to Darby. Darby on the right side now. Darby in the lane to Taylor Hodge. Over to Green. Green in the lane. Back over to Arnold. Arnold will try a 3. It's no good. And it will be saved by Geddert. Here comes Weber International with it now. Across the timeline, 8:20 left to go. Tigers up 11 at 26-15. Over in the corner, here's a 3 for Weber. It's no good. That was Deontay Green with it. Rebound by John Arnold. Down the floor will slow things down. Josh Green with it now for EWC. Approaching 8 minutes left to go here in this first half. Over to Green. Works around the screen. Green on the left side. He tries a 3. Bang! The Miami, Florida native extends the lead for Edward Waters to 29-15. Under 8 minutes left to go here until halftime. And the ball over to Deontay Green. Harassed by a couple of Tigers. This is Davey with it now. Davey in the lane. He traveled. Eddie Davis and Rasheem Etienne set the check back in for Weber International. 29-15 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. 7:42 left to go here until halftime. Edward Waters shooting 55% from the floor. And really getting it done from behind the three-point line. 4 of 9 from behind the three-point line this afternoon. Juan Taylor Hodge with it now for EWC. Ball nearly taken away, but gets it over to Knowledge Darby. 14 on the shot clock. Darby with it now in the lane. Euro step shot, no good, but a foul will get called against George Davey. That's his first personal and the 4th team foul. Darby will go to the line for 2 free throws. Knowledge Darby, the Brooklyn, New York native. He stands 6'8" tall, a senior. Transfer from Langston University. First free throw from Darby. Good. Bryson Wooten checks in for Edward Waters, the true freshman from Macon, Georgia. Jones County High School checking in for Edward Waters. And we have a bit of an issue. Looks like might be some blood on Knowledge Darby, so we'll stop play. It'll give head athletic trainer Larry Bell an opportunity to try to stop the bleeding. 7:22 left to go here until halftime. Edward Waters dominating here in this first half, up 15 at 30-15. Chandler Foytnow gets it to check back in for Edward Waters to allow Knowledge Darby to get patched up. Opening contest of the season for Edward Waters. Weber coming in at 5-6 and 2-3 in Sun Conference play. So Darby still getting patched up. There are 4 players on the floor for EWC, so we'll see who will take this second free throw that was originally due to Knowledge Darby. Maurice Johnson will get to the check back in for EWC. Johnson will take the free throw. Johnson with 15 points on the afternoon, 6 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from behind the three-point line. Still a bit of an issue. So Johnson will actually come back out. Darby comes back in. So they say Darby can't come back in. So there's still another free throw due, and Robert Thomas III will be the man to take the free throw now. Second team Black College Sports Network All-American. Knowledge Darby will go to the table. Check back in at the next dead ball. Thomas's free throw is good. 7:22 left to go here in this first half. Edward Waters 31, Weber International 15. Herman Robinson with it now for Weber International. Over to Davis. Davis on the left side. Spin move. Blocked away by DeJuan Taylor Hodge. Taylor Hodge says you will get nothing and absolutely like it. And Knowledge Darby checks back in for EWC. The 4th block of the afternoon for Edward Waters. Pass inbounded to Davey. Davey on the baseline. Hands off. This is a 3 attempt for Weber. It's no good. Green with it now. Outlet pass to Josh Green. Over to DeJuan Taylor Hodge. He lays it up. And what do we have? An offensive foul against DeJuan Taylor Hodge. Taylor Hodge, that's his second personal. Team foul number 5 against the purple and orange. Back in for Edward Waters is John Arnold III. 6:56 left to go here until halftime. Edward Waters 31, Weber International 15. Edward Waters holding Weber to just 35% shooting from the floor here in this first half. On 7 of 20 shooting. Green with it now for Weber. Over to ATN. ATN guarded by Josh Green for EWC. Gets it over to Robinson. Robinson close guarded by Bryson Wooten. And what do we have? We have a turnover. Outlet pass to Bryson Wooten. Wooten's right-hand layup is good. The first collegiate points for Bryson Wooten. And it's 33-15 Edward Waters. 6:20 left to go here in its first half. ATN with it. Davis to Green to Davey. Over to Robinson. Robinson double teamed. 10 on the shot clock. Davis with it now. In the lane. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Davey's shot goes up no good. Gets on rebound, puts it up and puts it in. George Davey breaks the run for Weber. It's 33-17. Down the floor comes Edward Waters to Chandler Foytno. Over to Josh Green, and the Tigers will slow things down. 5:45 left to go here until halftime. Edward Waters 33, Weber 17. Over to Knowledge Darby. Darby thought about a three. He'll drive, spin, move in the lane. Right hand layup, no good. Rebound taken by Weber International. ATN with it now for the Warriors. Across the timeline now. Comes over to the left side. Gets it over to Herman Robinson. Robinson kicks it out over to Green. Green over in the corner to Robinson. Robinson right baseline. He'll get charged with an offensive foul. Herman Robinson charged for the offensive foul. His first personal, team foul number 5 against the Warriors. Gettert and Jalen Miles check back in for Weber International. 5:22 left to go here until halftime. Edward Waters 33, Weber International 17. Chandler Foytno with it now for EWT. Gives it up to Knowledge Darby. Darby across the timeline, up in the front court now for EWT. Works around the screen. Goes around the left side now. He'll be charged with an offensive foul. He pushed off there. And Darby gets charged for the foul. And Darby, his first personal, team foul number 6 against Edward Waters. 5:07 left to go here first half. Edward Waters 33, Weber International 17. ATN with it now for the Warriors. Guarded by Josh Green for Edward Waters. Hands it off to Jalen Miles. Miles over to Eddie Davis. Davis works around the screen. And we've got a blocking foul charged against Edward Waters. This will go against John Arnold III. And for Arnold, that's his second personal. That's team foul number 7 against Edward Waters. And that'll put Weber at the line for the 1-and-1. Eddie Davis at the line for the Warriors. 6'4" junior from West Palm Beach, Florida. 2 points on the afternoon. First one is good. He'll be rewarded with the bonus. 33-18 our score. The Sear Stewart Muir checks in. The 6'3" senior from Patterson, New Jersey. And Edward Waters is Robert Thomas III checks in. The 5'9" senior from Orlando. Davis do one more free throw. Davis again. Good again. 33-19, 4:55 left to go first half. Edward Waters with the lead and the ball. Robert Thomas III with it now. Over in the corner, off the hands of Foytno. Turnover number 8 for Edward Waters here in this first half. 33-19, Edward Waters with the lead. Hands off to Miles. Miles to Davis. Davis top of the key. Davis over to ATN. ATN on the left block to Gettert. Gettert turns around, shot up and good. Chris Gettert gets point number 6 on the afternoon. 33-21 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. 4:20 left to go here until halftime. Thomas to Darby. 15 on the shot clock. Had the ball taken away. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Weber has the ball. What do we have? A jump ball. And possession will go over to Edward Waters on the alternating possession. Nine seconds on the shot clock for Edward Waters. Tigers will inbound underneath their basket. 4:04 left to go here, first half. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta. 33-21 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Assistant Athletic Director Director of Facilities here at EWC, Henry Smith, wiping off the perspiration off of the floor. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas, the inbound to Johnson. Johnson with 8 seconds to Darby. Darby in the lane, 5 seconds. Layup is no good, but an offensive foul called against Knowledge Darby. Darby, that's his second personal, team foul number 8 against Edward Waters. 4 minutes exactly remaining first half. Edward Waters 33, Weber 21. Bryant Nolan Jr., the 6'3", 300-pound center, the junior from Rockford, Illinois. The transfer from Milwaukee Area Technical College checks in for Edward Waters. He'll replace Darby, who has 2 fouls. Up the floor comes ATN. Hand off to Stuart Muir. Hands off to Jalen Miles. Miles over to Gettert. Gettert, and a traveling violation will get called. Nice defense by Bryant Nolan. Another turnover for Weber International. That's turnover number 7 for the Warriors. 3:46 remaining here in this first half. Edward Waters 33, Weber International 21. Robert Thomas III with it now. Coach Summers calls his little general. Begins to drive. We're to Foytno. Left corner 3, no good. And what do we have? A foul called against Weber International. This one will go against Nasir Stewart Muir. His first personal. 6th team foul, and 3 free throws will be due. The senior co-captain from Dayton, Ohio. First free throw. Back of the iron. Tigers of the team 2 of 4 from the charity stripe so far in this first half. Second free throw. It rims in. 34-21 Tigers with the lead. 3:33 left to go here until halftime. Foytno do one more free throw. Sights, shoots, puts it in. And a timeout on the floor. 3:33 remaining here in this first half. Edward Waters 35, Weber International 21. We'll take a break, come back with more action after this here on the EWC Sports Network. Back to action. Edward Waters leading by 14, 35-21. Up the floor comes the Warriors. Top of the key. Jalen Miles lost it, gets it back. 13 on the shot clock. Here's ATN in the lane. His wild shot actually goes down. And the ball down the floor, tipped out of bounds by Chris Gettert. Clock will stop with 3:05 left to go here in this first half. Edward Waters leading 35-23. It's Caleb Edwards checks in, the freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee. Josh Green checks back in for EWC. Nolan with it now for Edward Waters. Nolan looking to hand it off. Gets it over to Josh Green. 18 on the shot clock. Green begins to drive. Green hands off to Nolan. Nolan has his ball tipped away. This is Chris Gettert with it now. Gettert lost it, but he will be fouled by Josh Green. And Chris Gettert will go to the line for 2 free throws. For Green, his first personal. 9th team foul against Edward Waters. Gettert shaking out his right ankle. He'll be okay. 2 shots due, the sophomore forward from Hollywood, Florida. First free throw attempt is good. 7 points on the afternoon for Gettert. Coming off of the bench, spelling the injured Laurel Natana. Second free throw for Getter. Goes down. 35-25, a 10-point lead here for Edward Waters. Johnson with it now. Up the floor to Edwards. Edwards double team, gets it over to Robert Thomas III. Thomas, left side, back to Edwards. Edwards nearly lost it, 15 on the shot clock. They'll slow things down. 10 seconds, 9 seconds, and 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Nolan to Green, 6 seconds. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Green pulls up for three. Got it! Josh Green for three. The 8th points on the afternoon for the Miami native. 35-28 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. 2 minutes left to go here until halftime. Etienne with it now. Over to get it. Lost the ball. Up the floor to Edwards. Edwards lays it up. He's fouled. Fouled by Rasheem Etienne for Etienne. His third personal, 7th team foul against Weber International. And the freshman from Knoxville, Tennessee, the former Tennessee High School Player of the Year, 2-time High School Player of the Year in Tennessee, will go to the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is no good. Deontay Green checks back in for Weber International. Second free throw for Edwards is in and out, no good. And Jalen Miles collects the rebound here for Weber International. 1:50 left to go here until halftime. Edward Waters 38, Weber International 25. Harassed double team here for Edward Waters by Jalen Miles. Goes out of bounds, goes off of Miles' leg. It'll be Tiger basketball. Nice defense by Edwards and Josh Green, causing the turnover. 1:43 left to go until halftime. Tigers up 13 at 38-25. Thomas with it now. Hands off. Maurice Johnson with it now. Johnson, hands off. Nolan tries a three. It's in and out, no good. The rebound taken by Weber International. Herman Robinson with it now for the Warriors. Nearly loses the basketball. Gets it under control and hands it off over to Davis. Davis to Getter. Getter top of the key. Over to Green. Green tries a three. It's good. Deontay Green for three. Down the floor, Nolan lays it up, lays it in. Warriors not getting back on defense. Brian Nolan gets his first 2 points in an Edward Waters uniform. And it's 40-28, Edward Waters with the lead. Less than a minute to go here in the first half. Nice defense by Brian Nolan. Hands it off. Alley-oop attempt is no good. Getter gets the rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. Getter with 10 points here in the first half for Weber International. 40-30, our score. Edward Waters with the lead. 35 seconds left to go here until halftime. Caleb Edwards with it now. We got a travel called against Maurice Johnson. Turnover number 11 in the first half for EWC. 29 seconds left to go here, first half. Tigers up 10. Herman Robinson with it now. Shot clock is off. 16 seconds left to go, first half. Herman Robinson with it now. Warriors look like they're trying to hold for the last shot. Robinson begins to draw. Robinson over in the corner to Green. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Here's a three. It's no good, and that'll be the way the first half ends here at the AJC. Through one half here at Edward Waters. Edward Waters 40, Weber International 30. We'll take a break. Be back in a little bit with the second half after this as you're watching Edward Waters men's basketball action right here on the EWC Sports Network. About to start a second half here from Jacksonville. Edward Waters 40, Weber International 30. Joshua Jackson here with you from the Adams Jenkins Community Sports and Music Complex here on the campus of Edward Waters College. Weber will get the ball to start the second half of play. Herman Robinson's at the controls of the Weber offense. On the left block to Chris Gettert. Gettert on the right side. Gettert traveled. The Warriors, that's their 10th travel on the afternoon. Maurice Johnson leading all scorers in that first half for EWC. 15 points in the first half. 6 of 8 from the floor. 3 of 4 from behind the three-point line. Well, the senior from Birmingham, Alabama. Leading Weber is Chris Gettert off the bench with 10 points there in that first half. Tigers at the team shooting just under 60% in the first half. Here's Robert Thomas III for 3. Back of the iron, no good. Rebound skied and taken away by Eddie Davis. Davis will hand it off to Herman Robinson. Robinson with it now for Weber International. On the right side to ATN. ATN in the lane to Davis. Davis has his shot blocked. Taken away. Here's Chandler Foytno with it now for Edward Waters. In the left corner. Hands off. Foytno on the left side now. Foytno over to Johnson. Johnson for 3. No good. Rebound will be taken by Weber International. Nearly stolen away. Still fighting for it. Still rolling around on the floor. Who's got it? Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be taken by Khalil Brown for Edward Waters. Here come the Tigers. Brown in the lane. Brown right hand layup. No good. Rebound taken away by Chris Gettert. And the Warriors will slow things down. Here comes Robinson with it now. And a reach-in foul will get called against Robert Thomas III. For the floor general for EWC. His first personal first-team foul against Edward Waters. $18:38 left to go second half. Tigers up 10 at 40-30. Edward Waters led by as much as 16 in that first half. Over to Robinson. Robinson with 14 on the shot clock. Robinson down the lane, kicks it out. Here's a 3 attempt for the Warriors. It's good. Jalen Miles gets the 3, his 12 points on the afternoon for Weber. And it's back to a 9-point. They're back to a 7-point advantage here for the Warriors at 40-33 for EWC and advance for Edward Waters. Darby in the lane, turnaround shot, no good. Tipped it up and puts it in. Knowledge Darby with the basket for Edward Waters. Point number 3 for Darby, 42-33. The lead is 9 now for Edward Waters. Miles with it now on the left side. Miles brings it to the top of the key. They'll call up their set with 14 on the shot clock. ATN back to Miles. 10 on the shot clock now. Works around the screen. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Over to Gettert with 6 seconds and 5 seconds. He'll try a deep 3. That's no good. Knowledge Darby with the rebound. Outlets to Robert Thomas III. Up the floor to Khalil Brown. Goes up, lays it in. Khalil Brown lays it up and in. 8 points of the afternoon for Khalil Brown. 44-33 our score. Edward Waters on top with 17-18 left to go here in this second half. Robinson, top of the key. Over to 18. In the corner to Miles. He'll drive the 3 in and out. No good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds by Eddie Davis. It'll be Edward Waters basketball. Over to Johnson. Johnson to Foytno. Foytno hands off to Thomas. Thomas down the floor. Thomas over to Darby. Darby on the left side. Top of the key to Johnson. Johnson over to Thomas. Foytno. He tries a 3. No good. Rebound taken by Davis. Outlets it down to ATN. Nearly traveled. ATN with it now. ATN in the lane. ATN kicks it out to Gettert. Gettert has the ball taken away by Darby. Here's Foytno with it now. Foytno for Edward Waters. Over to Darby. Darby in the lane. Right hand layup is good. Knowledge Darby gets point number 5 of the afternoon. And it's 46-33. Robinson with it. Miles back to Robinson. Robinson goes to the left side now. Inside to Gettert. Gettert has it taken away by Johnson. Outlet pass to Brown. Brown down the floor. Brown in the lane. Brown goes up. Missed the layup. Johnson's layup is no good. Ball still chased around. Taken by Davis for Weber International. Down the floor to Miles. Miles has the ball taken away or tipped out of bounds by Edward Waters. It'll be Weber basketball. DeJuan Taylor-Hodge checks in for Edward Waters. 15:55 to go here in this second half. Edward Waters 46, Weber International 33. Warriors get set to inbound underneath their basket. Ball nearly taken away, but ATN gets it. Here's Miles. Miles kicks it over to Davis. Davis begins to drive. Left baseline, goes up and puts it in. Eddie Davis gets his 6-point on the afternoon, 46-35. Edward Waters on top, 15-40 left to go here in this second half. Darby over to Taylor Hodge. He tries a three. It's good to one. Taylor Hodge tickles the twine. And the Tigers extend the lead to 49-35. Over to Robinson. Robinson works around the screen, goes to the top of the key, guarded by Taylor Hodge. Bounce pass to Davis, back up to Miles. 9 on the shot clock, in the lane, had it taken away. Edward Waters with it now, and what do we have? A jump ball. It'll be Tiger basketball on the alternating possession. John Arnold set to check back in here for the purple and orange. Arnold, the transfer from Langston University, senior. 15:03 left to go here in this second half. Edward Waters leading 49-35. Led by double digits for a good majority of this contest. A good start here for EWC to start the season. Johnson's reverse layup, no good. He's fouled by Davis. Johnson will go to the line for 2 free throws. His first trip to the charity stripe this afternoon, or this evening, I should say, as night falls outside, for the senior from Birmingham, Alabama. Preseason all-conference team selection. First free throw for Johnson is good. Johnson again. First free throw, no good. A 1-for-2 trip for Johnson. And it's a 50-35 lead here for Edward Waters. Robinson with it now over to Davis. Davis back to Robinson. Robinson works around to get a screen. Over to Miles. Miles tries a three. It is good. Jalen Miles with another three. Miles goes to 3 for 5 from behind the three-point line, and it's 50-38. Edward Waters with the lead. Thomas to Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Taylor Hodges' layup is no good. Rebound is taken by Weber International. This is Miles with it now. Miles down the floor. Miles with the head of steam. Kicks it over in the corner to Davis. Davis begins to drive over to Miles. Miles will try another three. This one is good off of the glass. The bank is open this late here in Jacksonville, I guess, and Miles cuts the lead down to 9 for Edward Waters as we go to break. 14:07 left to go here in the second half. Edward Waters 50, Weber International 41. We'll take a break, come back with more Tiger basketball after this here on the EWC Sports Network. Edward Waters 50, Weber International 41, 14:05 left to go here in the second half of play. Thomas with it for Edward Waters. Left side in the lane, kicks it out. Arnold, Darby. Darby tries a three. It's good. Knowledge, Darby for three. 8th point of the afternoon for the Brooklyn, New York native. And the lead back to double digits for Edward Waters at 53-41. 13:40 left to go here in the second half. Robinson with it now for the Warriors. Robinson to Miles. Miles with 18 points for Weber International. To Getter. Getter to ATN. 6 on the shot clock now. 5 and 4. 3 and 2 in the lane. Layup is blocked away. And what do we have here? They'll put 1 second on the shot clock. As George Davey comes in for the Warriors. It's block number 5 for Edward Waters as a team this afternoon. 1 second on the shot clock. And the Warriors will inbound. With Robinson. Robinson to Davey. Davey shot is blocked by Darby, and it's a shot clock violation. Knowledge Darby with back-to-back blocks. And the Tigers take over. 13-14 left to go here, second half. Edward Waters 53, Weber International 41. Knowledge Darby with it now. Over Maurice Johnson. Johnson hands off to Robert Thomas III. In the lane. Kicks it over. Taylor Hodge, he traveled. Juan Taylor Hodge called for the travel. There's another turnover for Edward Waters. That's turnover number 12 on the afternoon for the man in white this evening. 12:55 to go here, second half. Tigers 53, Warriors 41. Robinson with it now, guarded by DeJuan Taylor Hodge. Hands off to ATN. ATN hands off to Miles. 15 on the shot clock. Miles on the right side. Miles in the lane. Miles lays it up and lays it in. Jalen Miles with a strong move. 20 points on the afternoon. 53-43 lead is 10 for Edward Waters. Maurice Johnson acknowledged Darby. Darby in the lane. Long layup, no good. Rebound taken by Miles. Miles in the lane. Miles. There'll be a blocking foul called against John Arnold. Arnold, that's his third personal. Second team foul against Edward Waters. A good chunk of the offense is at the free throw line for Weber International in the form of Jalen Miles. He's had a great game so far this afternoon with 20 points for the Warriors. First free throw for Miles. It's good. Khalil Brown checks back in for EWC. 53-44 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Jalen Miles do one more free throw. Miles again. Good again. 2 for 2 trip for Jalen Miles. 22 points on the afternoon for the senior from Prince George County, Maryland. Here's a 3 for DeJuan Taylor Hodge. He is fouled by Davey, and Taylor Hodge will go to the line for 3 free throws. For Davey, his second personal. Second team foul, and DeJuan Taylor Hodge will go to the line for 2 free throws. First trips to the charity stripe for DeJuan Taylor Hodge, the transfer from Southeastern University. First free throw for Taylor Hodge is good. The senior from Leesburg, Florida. DeJuan's second free throw is good. Lead back to 10 for Edward Waters. Third free throw is good. 3 for 3 for DeJuan Taylor Hodge. Critical free throws for Edward Waters to extend their lead back up to 11 at 56-45. 12 minutes left to go here in the second half. Hand off to ATN. ATN back to Robinson. Robinson works around the screen. Over in the corner to ATN. ATN down the baseline. 11 on the shot clock. Here's Davis with it now. Davis in the lane. Layup is good. He got Maurice Johnson off of his feet. Just went right underneath him. Laid it up and laid it in. 8 points for Davis. And the lead is back to 9 for Edward Waters at 56-47. Khalil Brown in the lane, right hand layup, no good. Knowledge Darby's tip, no good. Gets the rebound, goes back up, no good. Still tipped around. Khalil Brown with it now for Edward Waters. Maurice Johnson, he tries the three. It is good. Maurice Johnson now 4 of 6 from behind the land of plenty. 59-47 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Handoff to Miles. Miles over to Robinson. And what do we have? Foul called against Edward Waters. That'll go against DeJuan Taylor Hodge. For DeJuan, that's his third personal. Third team foul against DWC. A couple subs check back in the game. Deontay Green for Weber International. And Chandler Foytno for Edward Waters. 11:03 left to go here, second half. Edward Waters 59, Weber International 47. Over to ATN. ATN top of the key, 10 seconds on the shot clock. To Davey. Davey on the right block. Turnaround layup is no good. Rebound by Maurice Johnson. Outlet to Robert Thomas III. Thomas up the floor. Handoff. Khalil Brown now trying to throw it down, but he is fouled. He went up there with reckless abandon. And Davis will get charged with the foul. Davis talking a whole lot of noise. But for Davis, that's going to be his second foul. And Khalil Brown will go to the line for 2 free throws. Brown with 8 points so far. First free throw for Brown. Back of the iron, no good. Second free throw for KB is good. It rattles in. 60-47 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. 10:38 left to go here in the second half. Hand off to Miles. Miles hands off to Green. Green to Davis. Davis on the right side, and there's a foul going to get called against Khalil Brown. For KB, his third personal. Fourth team foul against Edward Waters. 10:28 left to go here, second half. Edward Waters at 60, Weber International 47. Warriors get set to inbound it in. Davis with it now. Davis on the left side. Davis gets Johnson in the air, turns around, layup, no good. Rebound by Khalil Brown. Here's Robert Thomas III with the head of steam down the floor. Thomas in the lane. Thomas, layup is no good. Rebound taken by Miles for Weber International. And Miles will slow things down. Now speed back up. Left side, hand off to Davey. Davey in the lane. Turnaround layup is good. Defense turns to offense for the Warriors. 60-49 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Robert Thomas III with it now for EWC. Guarded by Rasheem ATN. This is Johnson. Johnson, turnaround down the baseline. He lays it up and in. 21 points for Johnson, and it's 62-49 Edward Waters. ATN, left side. Over to Miles. Miles back to ATN. ATN down the lane, reverse layup, no good. Rebound by Knowledge Darby. Nearly loses it, but gets it under control and comes down the floor with it now. Darby to Thomas. Thomas in the corner. Foytno left side three. It's an air ball, and it's chased down by Deontay Green. Green with it now. Down the floor, off the hands of George Davey. And another turnover for the Warriors. That's the 16th turnover of the afternoon for Weber International. 9:08 left to go here, second half. Edward Waters 62, Weber International 49. Robert Thomas III down the floor with it now for Edward Waters. Thomas guarded by Robinson. Thomas on the right side. Over to Josh Green, who just checked back in for EWC. And what do we have? They're going to get Green for pushing off. Green, his second personal. 15 foul against Edward Waters. 62-49, Edward Waters with the lead. 8:48 left to go here, second half. Edward Waters trying to go to 1-0 for the second consecutive year to start their season. Here's Miles with it now. Right baseline, high in the air, shot no good. A foul will get called. Who's this one going to go on? It'll go against Knowledge Darby. Darby, his third personal. Team foul number 6 against Edward Waters. Jalen Miles at the line for the Warriors. 22 points. Make that 23. Perfect at the line, 3 for 3. Miles again. Good again. Nearly jinxed him, but it goes down anyway. 62-41 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Here's Fueno with it now for the Tigers. To Darby. Darby tries a 3. It is good. Knowledge Darby deep from 3. 65-51. The lead back to 14 for the Purple and Orange. Hand off to Miles. Miles hands off to Green. Green to Davis. Davis on the right block. 14 on the shot clock. Nearly lost it. Tigers on the floor. He gets it back over in the corner. Here's a 3 for Robinson. It's no good. Rebound skied and taken by Robert Thomas III. Down the floor come the Tigers. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here's Johnson for 3. He's got it. Maurice Johnson is lethal from behind the three-point line. 24 points tonight. And the Tigers leading 68-51. Largest lead of the afternoon for the Tigers of EWC. Here's Robinson with it now for Edward Waters. Over to Miles. 8 on the shot clock. Inside to Davey. Davey turns around, lays it up, and it rims in. (68-53) our score. Edward Waters with the lead. 7:08 left to go here in the second half. Darby with it now. Darby thought about pulling up at the free throw line, gets it over to Johnson with 8 on the shot clock now. Johnson lost the basketball. Here's Miles with it now for Weber International. Warriors on the run now. Here's Miles down the lane, over in the corner. Here's the 3 for Green. It's good. Deontay Green rattles in the 3, 6 points on the afternoon. Well, a sophomore from just up the road up I-95 in Savannah. And it's 68-56, Edward Waters. 6.5 have to go here, second half. Robert Thomas III with it now for Edward Waters. 15 on the shot clock. Works around a Darby screen. In the corner. Johnson thought about a 3. Down the baseline. And what do we have? Shot is good. And the foul. Maurice Johnson puts it up and puts it in. 26 points on the evening for Maurice Johnson. He gets the hoop, the harm, and he'll go to the line for one more. 70-56 our score. As the young folks would say, Johnson is cooking tonight. Johnson 10 of 13 from the floor. 5 of 7 from behind the three-point line. Johnson's free throw is good. Point number 27 for Johnson, and he'll get a much-needed break as Bryant Nolan checks in for EWC. 71-56 our score. It is all Tigers here this evening in the jungle. Robinson with it now for the Warriors. Over to Miles. Miles hasn't had too shabby of an evening. He's got 24 points. Back to Robinson. Robinson looking to get it inside to Davey. But Robinson's left alone. He'll try the deep 3. It's good. And the foul. Foul will go against Robert Thomas III for Rob. That'll be foul number 2. Team foul number 7. Herman Robinson will go to the line for 2 free throws. Senior from Broward County site shoots and scores. Lead back to 11. Josh Green with the now left side. He begins to drive, puts it up over to Bryant Nolan. Nolan's layup is good. Beautiful give and go between Green and Nolan. And the Tigers extend the lead back to 13 at 73-60. So Robinson with it now for the Warriors. Over to Green. Green to Stewart Muir. We've got a travel called on Nasir Stewart Muir. Another turnover for the Warriors. Turnover number 17 on the evening for the visitors from Polk County. 5.5 left to go here, second half. Edward Waters 73, Weber International 60. Bryant Nolan Jr. with the ball now for Edward Waters. To knowledge Darby. Darby in the lane, had it taken away by Jalen Miles. Miles up the floor. 3-on-1 if they hurry. And Stuart Muir lost the basketball. Nasir Stewart Muir loses the basketball. Another turnover for Weber International. 73-60, Edward Waters with the lead. 5:10 left to go here, second half. Bryant Nolan Jr. with it now for Edward Waters. Nolan begins to drive. Ball goes up in the air, chased down by Robert Thomas III. Across the floor to Foytno. Foytno tries a three. Right side is good. The captain to the other captain. And the lead back to 16. Drive in the lane for Robinson. Robinson kicks it out. Miles, he'll take the three. No good. Darby gets the rebound. Darby up the floor, intercepted by Miles. Miles down the floor for Weber. And taken back by Foytno. Gets it over to Thomas. Thomas, right side. Josh Green, left side three. In and out, no good. Rebound to Davey. Davey up the floor. Up to Green. Green on the right side. Green puts it up. No good. Rebound taken by Josh Green. Green up the floor. Up to Darby. Darby up to Josh Green. He tries another three. It's no good. Rebound taken by Miles. And the Warriors will slow things down. 76-60 our score. Tigers on top. Robinson over in the corner. Taken away by Green. Deontay Green with it now for Weber International. And what do we have? Knowledge Darby having to come off of the floor as blood has appeared once again for Darby. Maurice Johnson checks back in for Edward Waters. 3:55 left to go here, second half. Edward Waters 76, Weber International 60. First of a home-and-home series between these two teams as Edward Waters will return the trip down to Babson Park on the 15th. Take on Weber International. As the ball goes out of bounds, it will be Weber ball. 15 on the shot clock. The defense there for Robert Thomas III. Henry Smith comes on, wipe off the perspiration. Hardest working man here at Edward Waters College. Legend around these parts is the man Henry Smith. Again, Edward Waters will hit the road for the first time this season. Next Tuesday, they head down to Babson Park to take on the Warriors of Weber International. That's a 5 o'clock tip down at the Sabal Center. Down in Babson Park. Tigers will return back to the Adams Jenkins Complex on the 17th. That's next Thursday, where they'll welcome the Eagles of Pensacola Christian in another non-conference affair. 6 o'clock p.m. here at the AJC. 76-60 our score. Edward Waters with the lead. Foul called against Josh Green for Edward Waters. Green, that's foul number 3. 8th team foul against Edward Waters, and a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Jalen Miles. Miles with point number 25 on the evening. For the senior from the D.C. area. Second free throw. Good. And a timeout taken by Weber International. Timeout on the floor will do the same. 3:33 left to go, second half. Edward Waters 76, Weber International 62. We'll take a break, come back with more men's basketball action after this. You're on the EWC Sports Network. 3:33 left to go here. Second half, Tigers 76, Warriors 62. Ryan Nolan set to inbound here. Inbounds to Josh Green for Edward Waters. Warriors want to press. Off the floor to Green. Green to Thomas. Thomas back to Green. Green in the corner to Johnson. Johnson cross-court pass to Foytno. Foytno in the lane to Nolan. Nolan turnaround hook shot layup is good. Ryan Nolan, the big man, with 6 points on the afternoon off the bench. 78-62, Edward Waters with the lead. Miles. Green to Davey. Davey back to Miles. Miles tries the three. It is good. Jalen Miles. This kid can shoot. 29 points this evening. 78-65. Edward Waters with the lead still. Foytno with it now for the Tigers. Over to Robert Thomas III. 2:40 left to go here, second half. And a foul will get called against, looks like it might go against Rasheem Etienne. If it is, that's foul number 4 against Rasheem. 15 foul against Weber International. The freshman duo of Caleb Edwards and Bryson Wooten check back in for Edward Waters. Inbound to Bryant Nolan Jr. Over to Maurice Johnson. Lost off of his hands, or check that off of Davis's hands. It'll be Edward Waters basketball. Bryson Wooten set to trigger it in for EWC. 2:33 left to go here, second half. Tigers 78, Warriors 65. Inbound to Caleb Edwards. 15 on the shot clock. In the left corner. Begins to drive. Down the left baseline, and what do we have? Foul against Weber International. For the Warriors, that's going to go against Deontay Green for Green, his first personal, team foul number 6. Wooten set to trigger it in for EWC. Inbounds to Nolan. Nolan, right hand hook shot, no good this time. Down the floor, and a nice defense by Josh Green. Here come the Tigers. Green with it now for EWC. Green on the right side. Green in the lane, he'll pull it out. Over to Caleb Edwards. Edwards over to Wooten. Wooten to Johnson. Johnson back to Edwards. 10 on the shot clock now. 2 minutes left to go here. Second half. Over to Green. Green tries a three. It's good. Josh Green for 3. 81-65. Josh Green with 11 points tonight. Tigers on top. 1:45 left to go here. Second half. In the lane is ATN. A foul will get called. Looks like this one's going to go against Bryson Wooten for the freshman from Middle Georgia, his first personal. 19 foul against Edward Waters. Rasheem Etienne will move to the line for 2 free throws. DeJuan Taylor-Hodge checks back in for Edward Waters, and that might be the end of the night for Maurice Johnson. John Arnold III checks in. Spell Josh Green. For Johnson, 27 points tonight on 10 of 13 shooting. For Green, 8 points on 3 of 5 shooting. He was 2 for 4 from behind the three-point line. First free throw is good for Rasheem Etienne. Etienne, the senior from, as they call it, down bottom, Broward County, Fort Lauderdale. Second free throw is good. 81-67, Edward Waters with the lead. 1:43 left to go here. Second half. Bryson Wooten in the lane. Reverse layup, no good, but he's going to get called for a travel. Much to his chagrin. Nevertheless, Tigers turn it over. Here come the Warriors again, but here's a steal. Wooten with the steal. Wooten down the lane, slams it down. Bryson Wooten goes up and hammers it down. 83-67. All Tigers this evening. Here's ATN with it now for the Warriors. Over to Miles. Miles guarded by Arnold. Miles down the baseline. Reverse layup, no good. Davey gets the rebound, puts it up, and puts it in. 83-69. 108, 107 left to go here, second half. Cross floor to Wooten. Wooten to Arnold. Arnold to Wooten. Wooten back up to Taylor-Hodge. Less than a minute left to go here in regulation. 15 on the shot clock. DeJuan Taylor Hodge with it now. Over in the corner, Caleb Edwards. He tries a three. He puts it in. The freshman with the three. 86-69. And the Tigers are having fun tonight. 40 seconds left to go. Jalen Miles with it now for Weber International. Over to Eddie Davis. Davis in the lane. Strong move. Layup is missed. 30 seconds to go. DeJuan Taylor Hodge down the floor. Has the ball taken away by ATN. ATN down the floor for the Warriors. He pulls up for three. It's good. Regime ATN down the floor with the three. DeJuan Taylor Hodge with it now. The Tigers will just dribble this one out. All Tigers this evening. The Tigers will go to 1-0 for the second consecutive season. And a foul will get called against Eddie Davis. For Eddie Davis, that's his third personal. That'll put the Tigers at the free throw line for the 1-and-1 opportunity. Great showing for Edward Waters this afternoon, or this evening. 86-72. Tigers on top. DeJuan Taylor Hodge. The free throw is good. Perfect at the line today. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. For DeJuan Taylor Hodge. I just jinxed him there. 87-72. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, pulls up for three. No good for Davis. Wooten gets the rebound, and that'll do it. Great start to the season for the Tigers of Edward Waters. Final score here from the AJC. Edward Waters 87, Weber International 72. Edward Waters as a team this evening shot 57.1% from the floor on 32 of 56 shooting. They also shot over 50% from behind the three-point line, 15 of 27 from the three-point line. They held Weber to 44% shooting on 25 of 56 shooting. Weber was 52.94% from behind the three-point line. There were 9 of 17 from behind the three-point line. Maurice Johnson led Edward Waters this afternoon, 27 points on 10 of 13 shooting, 5 of 7 from behind the three-point line, was 2 for 3 from the free throw stripe, also had 5 rebounds and 2 assists to his tally. Knowledge Darby and Josh Green both had 11 points for the Tigers of EWC. Jalen Miles, I tell you, that kid can absolutely shoot the basketball. 29 points this evening to lead all scorers for the Warriors of Weber International. He was 9 of 16 from the floor, 5 of 8 from behind the three-point line, and a perfect 6 for 6 from at the free throw line. It's a happy final here from Edward Waters. The Tigers take it 87-72. So for all those who make this broadcast possible, for our cameraman, Paul Bryant Jr., for all those who make this broadcast possible, my name is Joshua Jackson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast this afternoon. We know you enjoyed the outcome. Our final score here from the AJC, Edward Waters 87, Weber International 72. So long, everybody.